We are vastly superior to humans. You know it to be true, so do not resist us. Coming to you live via tape-delayed basis by means of digital distribution. This is Extreme Hardcore Nerds. Here are your hosts.
Ready, set, game on.
Welcome back, and it is now time for reviews. And what?
Nothing. Not a word.
It is now first up on the chopping block. Having flipped the coin of destiny, we have Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Let's see. Well, like I've said for many of the Tom Clancy games, and especially with the last Splinter Cell that came out, the franchises are really starting to show their age and their lack of improvement, shall we say.
In I can't think of the word. Inventing new things, new concepts. Innovation, yeah.
The thing Apple lives by and doesn't do?
They're innovative. Have done. No, they have.
Yeah, they innovated a software update. Wow, that was fucking impressive.
Okay, let's say. How innovative is Microsoft? I'll pay you money.
Windows 8? Windows Mobile 8?
I'll pay you money to do that on my system. Now it's mine. All mine.
Anyway, getting back to the review here. So with Ghost Recon, it is another Tom Clancy game, and like I said, it's kind of falling into that trap of it's really starting to show its age, because it's trying to follow that Tom Clancy series, the novels, and they're just like, oh, this is pretty much a basic shooter. I mean, I'm not really getting anything new with it. One thing, though, that I really did like is that, because it is Future Soldier, they did add a lot of futuristic tech. Like, you can throw sensors into an area, and it will show you exactly, like, where all the guys are. They will highlight them out for you, tell you if they're behind cover or not, what kind of weapons they have, stuff like that. That all pops up on your HUD. They employed, like, stealth camouflage. You had like robotic drones that you could fly over the over campuses and stuff, and right away pinpoint guys that you were going to go after. With that too, with your squad of 4, you could also do an electronic tag of a mercenary or whoever, so you could set it up so you've got. Literally, you press one button and all 4 of you shoot at once.
That's cool.
So everything's in sync with that. So
maybe saying innovative was a little jump in the gun?
Well, I mean, like I said, that's what you expect from a futuristic game, though. You have one squad leader where you can just say fire, and basically the guns just take care of themselves. You just gotta sit there and hold it until the time comes. Yeah. As far as story goes, nothing we haven't seen before. There's a nuclear bomb being sent across borders, trying to make its way to the United States. You're part of a Ghost Recon team that tries to take it out. You take out the convoy, but someone activates a bomb on the bomb and blows your team all to hell. So now. The rest of your squad is pissed off and wants revenge. So guess what? We're taking up the call to arms to defend our fallen comrades. There's your story right there, because all of the rest of it is now nothing but chasing down leads and finding this person, or okay, this guy's connected, we need to take this guy out before this, or there was one sequence where you're trying to stealthily infiltrate a plane, and like I stealthily infiltrated, like nobody saw me. I got right up next to the plane, about to enter it, and all of a sudden the damn thing starts firing up, and it's like it's about to take off. There's no one here to see me. How is this about to take off? So I'm just like, fine, what do I do? Shoot the engine. Okay, I'm standing right below it.
I hope none of this shrapnel gets in my eyes.
It's okay, I'm sure they're wearing goggles.
I hope this big prop engine that's right in front of me doesn't blow me away as I'm standing here shooting it.
Shooting a fuel tank up close is totally fine. Nothing bad can come from this.
Oh. So, I mean, presentation, I mean, it's got a decent look to it. I mean, it's your current gen graphics. Like I said, I really do like what they did with the heads-up display, where they don't put too much information on screen at once, but they give you just all the stuff you need to know, or just kind of like, okay, just highlighting characters that you need to know about and stuff like that. So I mean that was pretty cool, but it's like it's supposed to be a futuristic game, but it's like I've played other futuristic games where, granted, it's not like a Star Wars or a Star Trek or something like that, but still, it's like it feels like it's like, okay, I've seen all this already. Give me something. Give me something a little newer. Or, I don't know. It's like
futuristic, but not that futuristic.
Exactly.
So Modern Warfare.
Yeah, it's Modern Warfare with futuristic settings.
Yeah.
It's not Halo.
It's Modern Warfare meets Crisis.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just not as pretty as either one.
Well, you don't need hell to run it.
Yeah.
And then some.
I don't need to summon every dark spirit known.
Supplemented with an archangel, quickly! Call Micah!
So, I mean... And of course, with a game like this, multiplayer is attached to it. Nothing you haven't seen before. It's got all your standard modes.
I heard that
stuff.
multiplayer is where it shined its most, though.
Yep.
Shocking.
Yeah, exactly. A shooter with multiplayer standing out above a single player? Oh, fuck off!
Wow, you couldn't have put that much more nicely.
Next you're going to tell me the Oscars aren't political.
They're not. They're
Just the way you said that.
Exactly. Like a bastard. There was enough cynicism, sarcasm, and a few other pinches of, hey, fuck you too. Right in there, it's like, okay. Thank you for stating the obvious, bitch. Move on. I would have only been better if Gunner was like, wow, nothing escapes you, Eagle Eye. Perfect setup.
My bad.
No shit, Sherlock.
There were one.
Keep digging, Watson.
So, I mean, all in all, it was a decent game to play. Like I said, it wasn't a trek that I haven't taken before.
To the stars.
Yeah. Multiplayer is multiplayer. I mean, it had all your standard modes and stuff to it, so it's not like, not like when I reviewed Max Payne 3 where you had like painkiller mode.
Something kind of new.
Yeah, where they were kind of changing it up a little bit.
There weren't any really new modes. It was your standard.
Exactly. Standard modes, standard gun customizations, and
Was it really that standard of a gun customization? I heard that was pretty over the top. Like, overly too much.
Only if you use the Kinect.
Okay, so it actually, so that gunsmith thing only is for Kinect.
Yeah, well, like raise your hand and stuff like that. Like, you still get, like, it kind of breaks the gun apart and this and that. But, yeah, otherwise it's just joystick over, joystick, okay, click, click.
But I mean, the amount of parts you can change is kind of insane.
So it's not like a Armored Core customization where it's like every little detail.
Yeah, okay. Because I heard at one point they said, yeah, you can kind of learn to build your gun. I'm like, that's not going to come back to bite us all later on.
No. So I did play it on the PlayStation 3 because the video store I went to rent it from didn't have any 360 copies to be seen. Like, not even just sold out. Like, they didn't just get them.
Like, I mean, so
I was just like, whatever. Yeah. I wasn't crying over it. But since it was on the PlayStation 3, I did get to use the Move.
How'd that work?
That was actually kind of responsive.
Okay.
I was pretty surprised. It was the best way I could compare it is if you've played Killzone 3 with the Move. It was very similar to that.
Okay.
But yeah, none of the gun customization parts or anything were move compatible. So it was
did it play like? Was it actually? I could see myself playing the entire game through like this, or was it kind of a cheap? Hey, this is kind of fun to try.
If you have Sony's gun peripheral, yes, you could probably play the game all the way through. But if you're like me, where you literally are holding the move controller and the nav controller in one hand, and you're trying to do it, and
both.
And
okay.
You're doing this and this and no.
But does that cross over to multiplayer too? The move?
That I did not try. So I cannot.
That'd be interesting.
I cannot say yes or no to that.
I mean, either way, I would have the same thoughts on it. It would be interesting.
So I mean, like I said, it responded fairly well. I mean, the gun tracking when you're moving the barrel and stuff was actually pretty spot on. Where the only time where I really started running into issues is where it was like, okay, I'm playing with the move and I'm not on rails here, so like, okay, I passed this checkpoint. Now I have to pick up the nav controller, and start, stuff like that. That's where I say the gun peripheral would really be in its benefit. Yeah, like I said, graphics are pretty standard for today's system. The storyline, kind of, again, nothing that you haven't seen before. So all in all, I am giving Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier a rent. It's
solid rent.
Solid rent. It's worth a playthrough. I mean, you're gonna get a few hours of enjoyment.
Time filler more than anything.
Yep.
Okay.
But is this one where, 3 weeks from now, are you going to be sitting there going, I can't wait to get home and play Future Soldier?
No.
My opinion, probably not. So, wow, let down by a Tom Clancy game again.
No way.
I know, right?